Welcome fans to the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here with our analysts Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. So happy you've joined us. Crowd here in anticipation of their home team Lakers in an interconference battle here at the Staples Center. Now let's check out the State Farm starting lineups. First for the New York Knicks. Billups and Fields pairing up in the backcourt. Melo and Amari at the forward slots. And it's Turion in at the center filling out the middle. And for the Lakers, Artest, Gasol, and Bynum are the front court. Fisher and Kobe man the backcourt.
Well, fellas, you know, Melo coming over to the Knicks, the big story around the league, really, as the Knicks like to make headlines, and they did with that move. Some, though, can criticize New York for being more concerned with being on the front page than actually winning. I'm not sure I quite agree with that, but certainly some people may have felt that way.
And so off the tip, it's New York. Back to Stoudemire. Billups working up against Fisher. Fields dishes to Stoudemire. Billups passes to Stoudemire. Here's Anthony. Buries the easy one. Anthony's got the game going here with the first basket for the Knicks. Kobe with it. He passes it to Gasol. He's against Stoudemire. Can't get it to go. Knicks will take it the other way. Back to what you brought up. They have always tried to be a part of big trades that are being discussed. Sometimes they work, Steve, and sometimes they don't for that team.
Yeah, but anytime you have a chance to get a superstar like Carmelo Anthony or like Amari Stoudemire, I think you go ahead and do it. And so New York is set up now for some success over the coming year.
And Kobe throws it down. Here's a second look with the Sprite Slam King.
Well, he took that one to the rack with some perk.
I'll say beautiful dunk there, Steve.
Yeah, how about the agility? Just the power and the skill. Impressive.
Billups kicks to Anthony. Straight up. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Anthony's got his second basket.
Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far. You know, you look at Carmelo Anthony last season left the Nuggets to join Amari Stoudemire in New York, and both high-scoring forwards. And they give the Knicks a formidable 1-2 punch at the offensive end.
Boy, he just seems to score so easily. The game comes very simply to him.
Outside, Billups. He feeds it to Stoudemire. Working on Gasol. Pass to Fields. Anthony against Artest. Anthony's shot is off. And Clark, when you look at Carmelo and Amari as a tag team, you know, how do they stack up as a combo? In fact, Steve, let me direct it to you. Obviously, both very talented. Do you like the way their talents combine?
Well, I don't think they're ideal, Kevin, because they both need the ball in their hands a lot, and neither one really makes other people better. I mean, they're not selfish players, but they're scorers, and they need the ball to be effective. And so I think it's going to take some time for Amari and Carmelo to adapt to each other's styles and to figure out how to play with each other.
I think we could see them put up some big numbers if they keep shooting like this. I mean, 4 or 5 early, and they look focused and locked in.
Here's Stoudemire. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
I tell you what, you watch this guy put it in the basket, and his scoring ability can just astound you at times.
Gasol dishes to Artest. Back to Gasol. Now Stoudemire defending. For 3, Kobe. And again, it's the Lakers from deep.
Boy, they just cannot figure out a way to stop this guy this quarter, Kevin.
That was interesting. Once again, late last season for the Lakers, they slumped to close out the regular season. And it seems to be a pattern. You know, it's almost like they get bored before they actually get into the postseason.
An open shot, our test. It's Chauncey Billups with the rebound.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
Here's Anthony. New York, no good that time either. And, you know, Steve, for the Lakers, Lamar Odom said himself their sluggish finishes in the second half were partly born of overconfidence, of ego. I don't know much credence you put in that, Clark. I mean, what do you think?
You know what? I think there is a tendency, a human tendency. He's a nice complimentary player. Does everything well, nothing really especially super, but a good defender at 6'7" and 210 pounds.
Clark, you're talking about Fields and his size and physicality, but he was considered a bit of a late bloomer. Started playing hoops at about the age of 5, but Steve, his body didn't really fill out till he was at Stanford.
Well, interesting, Kevin. I thought his body would fill out at maybe 5 or 6, but I guess it took till he was 18 or 19. That's kind of strange, huh?
Looking at who's out there now for the Lakers. Matt Barnes is checked in for our test, and Steve Blake is subbed in for Derek Fisher.
Well, you know, it was interesting. The Knicks did not come up with more wins than losses against the West last year, but they were almost 500, 14 and 16 against the Western Conference.
Nifty move. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
That's what I'd do. Make sure you get a couple of shots here to close this quarter. Just did not get to the spot in time, and that's going to be a blocking foul.
Well, I thought the defender made a good effort, and it's a hard call to have go against you, but it's the right.
And he makes the first.
Taking 2 shots.
And it's tied up with that one. Here's Blake. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside, Kobe. Can they get it? In it goes off the glass. Kobe's got 14 points for the game.
I think it's as simple as this, guys. Get him the ball. That's all you need to do. Give it to him.
Wow, tough shot.
Very, very difficult. Boy, that was a high degree of difficulty. You probably make 20% of those.
And here's Douglas. That misses. Would have kind of had it gone in.